Hi there, my name is Danny Henderson and welcome back to my beautiful channel. It's only a few days before the biggest event on planet Earth called the Galactic and Spiritual Informers Connection. And if you haven't heard of it by now, where have you been, mister? Where have you been, missus? Now, look at this. There is merchandise. You can get your baseball caps, you can get your t-shirts, you can get your sweatshirts, you can come dress up at the event. I even have my planet, your planet, our planet. My slogan for us. This is our planet. This is my planet, your planet, our planet. Look at our beautiful Mother Earth. Look at the heart of her. So there's a beautiful link underneath. If you want to get some merchandise before you come, you're welcome. If you want to get merchandise at the event, of course, you are welcome. Now, without further ado, I'm going to let our beautiful speakers, we're hoping to have Brad Olson pop in later and a couple of others, but right now, these are some of the majority of the beautiful global speakers of disclosure. And let me just tell you what that means. It means that when you come to our event, the Galactic Spiritual Informers Connection, you have not heard, you have never heard, you have not seen, you have never seen the information that is coming out about the true history of your planet, your solar system, hidden stolen technology, and much, much more. And we're going to start this beautiful round table with the one and only Dr. Michael Salla. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you, Danny. It's great to be here, and I really welcome those that are watching this and considering coming to the conference in Orlando. I think it is a very important conference for a number of reasons. I mean, we are at that pivotal time in our history right now. I mean, so many things are being decided at a kind of global level in terms of where our planet is heading. Are we going to go down that path of destruction, conflict, war, or are we going to work things out in a peaceful way and embrace a magnificent future? And I think this is what this conference is all about, is holding out that magnificent future, holding out the vision of where we can go as a planet, what we need to do to bring that about. And I know all of the presenters have their piece of the puzzle, and that to me is really the key, is like, you know, everyone has their piece of the puzzle of what's going on, and as we bring it all together, people are going to have that kind of like gestalt experience, that kind of like understanding the big picture of what's going on. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be focusing on the big picture in terms of how I understand it, these space arcs, all of the information about space arcs, the information about genomes or human DNA and consciousness, and how all of that comes together, because that's one of the things that I found in this kind of research, is that the extraterrestrial phenomenon and consciousness actually run side by side. Technology and consciousness run side by side, and you can't have one without the other. And you know, this is the thing: if you want to evolve as a civilization, our consciousness needs to make huge development. And so that's what I'm going to be focusing on, kind of like giving people that inspiration or that guidance, that if you work on your consciousness, you can actually have access to some of these incredible technologies that are coming. Those that are part of this conference have their own unique gifts, their own unique DNA and consciousness, which has given them access to these incredible vehicles, the space arcs, other ancient technologies. And you know, and the final thing I'm going to like really hone in on is the idea of star groups. You know, everyone's heard of a star seed, but the star group takes it to the next level, which is that we find others within our group, that we come here not as isolated individuals, kind of like accidentally choosing families and just stumbling through life. We come here as part of a coordinated plan with other souls who have strategically chosen to be born in different families in different countries, and that we all come together at a certain time when the right moment has arrived. And I think this conference represents that right moment for everyone that's attending. This is the time when you come together, not only in embracing your starseed heritage, but in finding and embracing your star groups. And I think that brings, that completes the big picture. So I'm very much looking forward to this conference, and I will be there and enthusiastically look forward to greeting people and saying hello.
That's beautiful. Dr. Michael Salla, you are a legend. Thank you so much, sir. I'm going to invite next to step up to the mic, Elena Danan, the emissary for the Galactic Federation of Worlds. Welcome, Elena.
Welcome, Danny, and welcome everyone who are here to watch this video tonight, and everyone who is getting ready to attend this amazing conference. To me, the word conference, it's way more than this. JSEC, the C of JSEC, actually it's C for connection, and this is what I am looking forward to experience, because last year I was absolutely impressed by the people coming together and creating something, by the frequency of everyone on the same level of understanding, coming together and finding each other. And there's a lot of connection, remembering that have happened. As Michael was mentioning, in the star groups, there are many groups that found each other, even soulmates. It was amazing. And when you stand on stage there and you look at all the beautiful people who are in the audience, and you feel one frequency that is higher than anything else, and this frequency is a frequency of evolution, love, bonding, consciousness. And this last year we just shifted something. The frequency was so high, and to me that was a small tiny sample of what humanity is meant to do and to become when we come all together, being honest with who we are as a soul, as a person, as an individual. Well, the whole planet could be like this and will be. So JSEC is an experience. It's a step into our future. When you come and experience what it is going to be in fifth density, in the density of evolution, of love. And that's how we will be interconnecting with the Galactic Alliance, the people from other worlds. That is when we will be ready to make the connection, because we will be ourselves. And so I look forward to this conference that is really soon.
It is.
And it is, well, what I'm going to talk about this year, always there's got to be a little bit of technology and science with it, with me. So I will talk about Atlantis. I will go over the whole history of Atlantis, the true history, and all the technologies that have been used in Atlantis by different extraterrestrial groups, and just break down all the technology and explain how it worked, and bring that back, because this is the moment when our past merges with the present, and the answers, the knowledge from the past is coming now open as a disclosure into the present in order to build the future. And that's now when all the technology is of the arcs, for instance, the holds of records are starting to be available, to become available to humanity. So that is a great adventure, and it's going to be really, really intense, and I look forward to it.
It's going to be incredible. Absolutely mind-blowing. Thank you so much, Elena Danan. Dan Willis, sir, my global hero, may you step up to the mic and tell us who you be and what you're going to be doing at the Galactic and Spiritual Informers Connection.
I'm so honored and excited to join all my friends and to what we're about to share. My presentation is going to be in 3 parts. The first part is going to be about disclosure history. I have personal involvement going back many decades as a top secret military witness and different events that have led up to present day. The second part will be about crystal technology as well as holographic medical technology. My research into the interface of consciousness with crystals. I worked for many years with Dr. Marcel Vogel, who was IBM's head scientist, who was working with specially cut quartz crystals and the interface of consciousness. And the third part will be off-world technology. I've been extremely honored through my dear friend Elena that and through the authorization of the Galactic Federation of Worlds to greatly expand our knowledge in the science of crystals from our contact, Jen Hanaredian, who is Thorhan's younger brother, who is a scientist, you could say, that's terraforming operations currently on Mars. He has shared information that is thousands of years ahead of our understanding here on our planet. And from these exchanges that have been going on for over a year and a half, I've been working together with a team of scientists, and we have recreated some of the fundamental crystal technology that is in common use on our planet Era. And at the conference, for the first time on our planet since Atlantis, probably, we will present a frill generator crystal and the basis of this technology before the audience. Its implications for use in our world is truly a gift, from their world to ours. And I'm extremely honored to share this beneficial technology. And I look forward to joining everyone. And this is, an incredible honor to be able to bring forth this technology.
Beautiful. Dan Willis, sir, thank you so very much. I'd like to call to the mic next Jean-Charles Moyen and Melanie Chaguet. Hello, darlings.
Hello.
Hello. Tu commences? Who is
Start,
beginning?
start.
Okay, I start. For me, it's the second time to the JSIC. I'm very honored to be here again. And my presentation, I talk about my link with Luca. Who is Luca? The connection with Luca and the explanation why I have these special abilities in my life. And people will be amazed because everything is linked, everything. And I talk about my relationship beyond the stars with my dear Melanie. So it will a very huge information because I never say before. It's a fresh news, and I'm very exciting to share with you and exciting to meet you again and to meet for the first time my dear friend Dan Willis. For me, it's a great honor to meet him in the real. So now it's the time to Melanie to explain.
Mhm. C'est toi qui
Oui,
traduis
bah,
ou
j'ai pas
c'est
trop.
Elena?
Elena, si elle est à l'aise.
Traduction for me?
Je veux pas louper. I don't want to miss details, so I prefer my sister Elena to if she okay with that.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm so happy d'être ici.
To be here.
To be here. Ma présentation va porter en 3 sections, comme Dan.
My presentation will go in 3 sections, 3 parts, like Dan.
La première, ça va parler de l'enlèvement avec la race involutive.
The first part will treat my abduction by the regressive extraterrestrials.
Et de différentes technologies qu'ils utilisent avec les enfants.
And of all different technologies these beings are using with the children.
Mhm. La deuxième partie, je vais parler des sauvetages que je fais, que mon équipe de sauvetage fait.
The second part will be about the rescue missions me and my team are doing.
Et la troisième partie, je vais parler des enseignements qui se font avec les enfants sur le vaisseau.
The third part will be about the teachings that are taking place for the children on board the ship.
Puis, je vais parler aussi un peu de ce que j'ai constaté avec les clientes qui ont subi des abductions. Mes clientes que j'ai en hypnose. Okay.
Sorry. So I will also talk about the experience I could witness with my clients in my hypnotherapy practice.
C'est ça. Alors voilà, j'ai vraiment hâte de vous retrouver, de rencontrer Dan pour la première fois, Nikki, le docteur Christina, tout, and Brad Olson. J'ai vraiment hâte de tous vous retrouver.
So Melanie is really looking forward to meet all the people she named and more, and she just can't wait. She's so excited.
Thank you. Ah, Danny, on t'entend pas, Danny.
Danny muted.
Merci Mélanie, très bien. Merci beaucoup.
Plaisir. Je vais aller passer quelques temps avec toi, Danny, pour apprendre l'anglais et toi apprendre le français.
She's going to spend time with you, Danny, to change languages learning.
Oui, merci. Aidez-moi lentement.
Ouais.
Oh, goodness. It's so beautiful for you guys to be together again as a married couple, but also individual personnel from another world, literally, which of course is going to be spoken of more, also included in my presentation at the event. So in love with you guys and so happy to know that you're coming. You're going to be there physically in person for all the people coming to see all of you too. And next, we're going to invite to the mic my brother from another mother, the one and only Tony Rodrigues. Welcome, my darling.
Hello. Thanks. It's great to see you guys again. I feel like day one after I went home last year, I couldn't wait to get back this year. Really, it was that kind of a bond. I fell in love with all you guys as if. I want to say a great bunch you assembled here. When we logged onto the Zoom call, I was like, oh wow, you know. But my presentation this year was going to be one thing a minute ago, but I have so much to share. I feel like I'm going to bust. I've uncovered so many things, and everything that you guys have said in this meeting up till now is like a divine planning, because I've discovered the project that I was in originally and a lot of the paperwork behind it, the military capabilities and the research and the funding and the hole in the dates with the location and the buildings that I was in, all in the last 2 weeks. And it dovetails exactly into consciousness and evolution and everything that we're talking about. I've discovered the early 1986 plans on mental teleportation, what John Charles has been a testimony of. They were planning this back then. I've used AI to uncover documents, and I went on location last week to California, to the place I was, and I've uncovered a wealth of data that I feel like I'm gonna bust. I mean, it's so much, and but I will present that. That'll be the bulk. I'll touch on the books and on the learning company. It feels like it's been 5 years in this 1 year. So much has happened. I got 2 other books in the works right now, and there's a lot going on. But I like I said, I uncovered a wealth of data. That entire trip out there was into the belly of the beast of the military program that originally took me, without going into my whole story. But there was a great deal of data there and what happened. So I will share as much as I can, and it's in reality, I'm gonna share the bulk of it, the best stuff, at the conference next week. but it's going to take me the better part of a year to present all of the things that I found, and through shows and interviews and things. And it all dovetails exactly with what you're saying about consciousness and where we're at with humanity going. All the wars and the negative things that are going on right now are insignificant to what we can do together in a conference if we harness the power of our consciousness in the ways that we're talking about, with the technologies that Dan is bringing, with what Elena is talking about, what Dr. Salla is talking about. We can take the driver's seat. And the government knew this back in the 80s. I was in the research and development. The very first place that I was taken was in the research and development of this. I have a pile of documents. I'll try to lead the crowd through them as best I can. But all of the negative things right now are insignificant to what we can do together when we get our consciousness in the right train of mind, once we believe that we can do it and once we begin. So that's where I've been going. And like I said, I feel like I'm going to explode with all the things I discovered. So see you guys soon.
No! Thank you, Tony Rodriguez. And again, none of the information that we're all going to be sharing with the beautiful audience live in person and also live streaming, minus Elena Danan, Dr. Michael Salla, and Nikki Allen. They're the three that you will not get live streaming, but you get everybody else. And it's all on the website. I'll put details for you. But yeah, incredibly, incredibly exciting. So moving across to the lady in the fairy forest, the one and only Corina Pataki.
Wow. I'm so excited to be here with all of you beautiful truthers. And Danny, thank you so much for putting this very, very crucial gathering of truthers and of heroes from around the world that are going to gather and wake up. We are continuing to wake up and to realize who we are, the power that's in us. And like Tony just said, and like Dr. Michael Salla was saying, to activate that divine consciousness in us so that we can actually shift everything that needs to be shifted. So I'm really thrilled to be sharing the platform. So what I am so honored and blessed to bring to this incredible gathering is the truth regarding religion and how religion has been used from the very beginning to control, manipulate people, and keep them bound in a reality that's based on lies, control, manipulation, and fear, a reality that tries to deny the power that divine creator has put in us. So this message actually that I'm bringing, I've never shared anywhere before. It's Yahweh Unveiled, the book of Revelations, Antichrist Dragon. So we're going to look at who Yahweh really is in a light that I don't think anybody has probably ever looked at or dared. They maybe have seen it, but they did not dare to speak it out, because we have been told for so long to, the Antichrist is coming, the number of the beast, all this craziness that we have been told throughout religion. But now I have, because I do a lot of research, I am a biblical researcher, not a scholar or researcher, and I've done so much research where I have uncovered the truth of the parallels between Yahweh and the Antichrist dragon, the dragon itself. So it's going to be very shocking, but it's very true. And we need this type of truth to come out, because I believe that religion is one of the worst tools that the evil ones have had to keep humanity in wars, in destruction, in chaos, in creating alternate timelines and realities that has nothing to do with peace, love, and harmony and identity. So I'm so blessed and honored to be able to bring this truth out. We're going to look at proof from the biblical scriptures, because the thing is, show me the scripture. And this is what I have literal proof, where we're going to draw the line of exact similarities between Yahweh, the God of the Old Testament, and we're going to look at the dragon in the book of Revelations, the beast, and their false prophet. So we're going to see one clear line of the truth, because we've got to wake up. We cannot ascend. I'm talking about people that are still stuck in religion. As long as we are bound and we have made a covenant with an entity that is evil, that is full of death and destruction, we cannot come out into this consciousness that we're talking about here until we break free from that control, from that manipulation, from that imprisonment. and wake up in this revolution of love and become the fullness of who we truly are and see the earth shift and all of creation.
Just incredible. Corina Pataki, you're one of the bravest people I know, and certainly one of the bravest women I've ever had the pleasure and the honor to meet. And your bravery stands on its own in a subject that millions have been literally slain and killed and imprisoned for. And the subject also has caused and creates to this very second the most evil wars on our planet. And I think one of the things a lot of people on our planet are finally getting a clue on is that there isn't this side and that side, because the dark ones fund both sides. They don't care. They have all their skin in the game. There is no side to take. And that is a gift that we consciously can accept as we raise our consciousness as the oneness that we are, standing together, shoulder to shoulder, marching forward and mowing those fetid turds down and ending their game. Did you want to say something else, Corina?
No, this is just so powerful, you guys. I really believe that this gathering, I encourage you to come. The live stream is up right now that you can join us through the live stream. I encourage you to come. This is not just, like Elena said, a conference. This is a gathering where you will be awakened. If you choose to be awakened, I'm telling you, for those that choose to be awakened, this will be your awakening call and a realization of who you are not, who you are lied that you are, and who you truly are. So you guys, we can start shifting this crap around. This is not this is not our planet. We got to shift it, take care of the crap, flush it down the toilet, and say, never again on our watch. Never on our watch, you guys. Let that warrior rise up in you. Come on. Spirit of revolution based in love is here. Let it hit your spirit. Awaken, remember who you are, and come and join us, either live stream or in person. Sorry, I'm so fired up. I can't even hold.
That's why I popped back and said, did you want to say something else? Because I know you so well. The minute you get going, it's like, here we go, here we go, here we go. She's off and she's galloping and she's dropping bombs everywhere she goes. And it's not always the easiest for people to hear, but that's all right, because this is the time. If you are a precious Patty or a pathetic Peter, please don't come. Please don't come, because your dreams and your ideas of what you think this world is, they're going to be shattered, my love. They're going to be shattered. If you love humanity, if you love yourself, if you love the true history of your planet, and you know you've been lied to, then we'll see you there. Yeah, we'll see you there. We're going to now come to our Friday evening entertainment. This lady is a world-renowned, brilliant psychic medium. She's one of Great Britain's best psychic mediums. She's lived a life you couldn't even make up if you tried. And her name is Nikki Allen. Welcome, Nikki Allen.
Hello, my gorgeous girl. I just have to say, for the record, I want to marry Corina now. I'm going to fly wherever she lives and meet her, because I couldn't stop nodding. I am in an arena of gods, and I know we shouldn't be mentioning deities, but my goodness, I am so emotional because I'm listening to all of these people that I'm actually going to be sharing the atmosphere with, and I am so blown away. I can't even contain how excited I am, because the minds and the souls that are going to be bringing their energy into this bubble of complete truth and beauty and helping the reset, it's just mind-blowing. Dr. Michael, everything you're saying, I'm nodding like a nod. I'm just like a noddy dog. I'm so overwhelmed, and I really just want to come and just sit and watch everybody, and I will. Oh, I will, because all of us, and I think it was you, Dr. Michael, that mentioned the integral part of us all being jigsaw puzzles, and we're all there, divine timing, because it's crucial now for us to all put our various energies, our experiences, our information in to wake up humankind. Now, the depth of what most of you are doing there is, I'm just so entranced. I'm enchanted by your beauty. I can't tell you. I can see your souls. I can see your information. Oh my goodness, people going to this are going to be blown away if they've never been before. And I am a first timer. And for me, I humbly cannot thank you enough, Danny, for me coming to be with the most incredible minds that currently reside on the planet. And this is the problem. And Corina was completely right. Religion and the tyrannical forces that are impacting Earth and humankind needs to be stopped. And one of the things that I want to do isn't so much interplanetary, it's a very simple truth. We are spirit and souls from other dimensions, other planets, who are encased in a meat suit that we forget where we come from. So what I am choosing to do, I've never done it on this scale before, but I know it will work with the souls that will be attracted to come to this wonderful place. I want to take a mass group of souls up to the quantum fields, up to the different dimensions. You can call it heaven, you can call it the angel realms, whatever frequency you want to tag it with. And I want to show you the reality that you are a free soul. I'm going to show you, hopefully, most of you, that you can go to a different realm with just the tiniest bit of focus, with the tiniest bit of opening your chakras, your heart, and letting me take you to a place that anybody can go to. But with the tyrannical society that we have, the religions we have, you're told, no, you can't do that. Because you know what? When you get to that frequency, when you get to that truth, you find that all of this materialism, all of this tyrannical behavior, and everything that patters around in their meat suits, thinking they can exude power on us, it means nothing. And so the more people that we wake up, the more people we show that your soul is infinite and open to other interplanetary dimensions, different ethereal planes, the more we can say no to the meat suits that are trying to control us with their silly books and with their silly words and their behaviors and the wars that they insist on creating on humankind. So after I take you up there, just to bring the basis of reality to you, I will be speaking to the people that you also will encounter, hopefully, when I bring you up to that level and bring you messages from the divine, bring you messages from the angels, bring you messages from your spirit family. It's all about you knowing that you are free to connect with different dimensions with just that tiny little pineal gland, and your soul can go up there and join this mass energy that makes our planet look like a little pin. So join me and join these greats. I cannot tell you how humbled and privileged I am. And listening to the voices, it's just like melted chocolate. I cannot wait. So I want to take you up to a different frequency. I want to show you how free your soul can be past the meat suit. And I know that every other person is holding a jigsaw puzzle that will give you a huge, complete picture of truth of who you really are. Because the meat suit is just a fake way of us walking around and playing the Matrix game. And I'm not going to carry on going on any further, but I tell you now, on that plane coming over from the UK, I'm going to be counting those TikTok minutes till I get to meet you wonderful, beautiful people. And thank you from the bottom of my heart and soul, Danny, for allowing me to become part of just such a colossal, amazing, divinely timed, beautiful gathering of souls. I'm going to leave it before I get too slattery.
Well, thank you, Nikki Allen. I love your passion, as many do, and I'm really happy that you're going to have a separate event just to yourself on the Friday night from 8 till 10:30, where you can just do what you do. And for the people that resonate with what you do, there'll be a safe container for the whole evening for them to really explore. And I know we all know the opening and understanding this organic technology that we are, accessing the pineal, knowing that we can time travel, we can connect through that. And again, every single single speaker is just so beautifully, perfectly brilliant in their realm, in their subject matter, in their new information. And most of the people on screen here are still having their galactic interactions, their connections in real time, in real life. And this is what we want. None of the people that stand on that stage, none of them are having fantasy, la la, woohoo, smoke a bit of weed here, go into a meditation here. And that's fine for some people. That's their, that's their acceleration towards, getting up to where you all are. Sometimes it takes baby steps, right? But where we are, we're landing those big planes, we're landing those big spaceships, and we're bringing the true history of our planet upstairs and downstairs. Now, I want to say that Dr. Christiane Northrup, our beloved, I don't know who doesn't know that legend on the planet right now. She's such an ambassador for humanity's health, wealth of mind, mindset, healthy body, female gynecological understanding, giving birth. This lady is light years ahead of her time, Dr. Christiane Northrup, and she will be there on stage gifting us her perception, her knowledge, her understanding up to the very moment of humans and the future of their health. We also will have the great Brad Olson, the storytelling, global trotting man. He's like, I don't know, 6'6", and he's just galloping across the planet, uncovering information on civilizations hidden and, new temples being discovered. And he's just such a kick in the pants. He'll be there. He was going to pop on with us here. This is just a brief drop for you guys, but he's not here right now. So I will just let you know that he'll be there. And we also have, oh my gosh, Jerry Wills. Now, Jerry Wills was part of a program from upstairs in the Tau Ceti region of our solar system. There was an agreement made with President Dwight Eisenhower, and some of these beautiful terrestrial beings that look just like us came to planet Earth, and he came as a newborn baby. He remembers coming in the spacecraft, being held by his mother, watching his father, landing the craft, and then being picked up by the military from one military base, and then taken by helicopter to Fort Knox, where he was then adopted by a mum and dad that couldn't have kids who were in the military. This is true documented information. He will be on Zoom. We couldn't get him on Zoom, in person this year, physically, but I'm so grateful that great man has said yes. For more information on him, go to my channel, Danny Henderson on YouTube, and sit back and chill and listen to that man and feel the vibration of him. Jerry Wills is a fully blooded extraterrestrial. He truly is. You guys are asking for first contact. You're asking for contact. It's already here. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of information on my presentation I'm presenting this year too. I'm very excited and very honored. Thank you. I'm going to be introducing information on angels, demons and what they are and who they are, and aliens. And there will be a couple of surprises. Now, one of the things that when I bring to you information, you're going to say, oh my goodness, you're going to bend yourself over, slap your own ass and go, oh my God, it was in front of me all the time. Just a little bit of a clue there. Anyway, very, very excited to bring these beautiful beloveds. So excited to see you. There's only I think it's today, tomorrow. You cannot buy the second ticket for the dinner and the disco on the Saturday night. So tickets are $6.55 for 3 full days of the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and Elvis Presley all in one, basically, if you want to kind of gauge it that way. And then there's another ticket for the dinner and disco on the Saturday night. Nikki Allen's 2.5-hour show presentation is on the Friday night. That is part of your main ticket. And I can't think if there's anything else. Oh, books. So a lot of us will be available for book signings. Not everyone is bringing a book. So if you, for example, would like Elena Danan to sign a book that she's written, because she's written so many, bring that book yourself. And then there'll be an opportunity to line up for Elena to sign that book. Dr. Michael Salla, I believe you're bringing books, sir? Oh, you're muted, darling.
Yes, I'm bringing the latest book US Army Insider Missions too. I'm bringing a few copies of that and some copies of other books in case people haven't got them yet. And I'll be very happy to sign those at the event.
Excellent. Tony Rodriguez, sir, are you bringing books?
I was not muted. Okay. Yes, I'm going to bring some books. I'm going to travel down with suitcases full of books and my new book, Project Star Maker, and a bunch of the first book. So yes, I'm hoping to sign and meet people. And I have a hug counter. Shoot, I didn't bring it to show you guys. I have a clicker. I'm hugging everybody. So just be advised. So, I'm going after the we're going to transmute the energy and keep it with us. So this time now I kind of know what to expect. I was in complete shock last year, so this time I'm gearing up energetically for it. But yes, I am bringing books and looking forward to stick around the book signing. Well, last year I only brought a few and they sold out in like 15 minutes. It was less than 15 minutes and I was in and out of there. And so I'm going to be a little bit more. I got 4 or 5 boxes over there. So.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Corina Pataki, darling, are you bringing books this year? And if so, which ones?
Yes, I am. I'm bringing the 2 latest ones that I've done, Into Hidden Dimensions and Beyond. And then the last one that I did is The Quest for Freedom, the revised edition of my story, Escaping Communist Romania. So I'll be bringing these 2 books. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Your volume's a little bit low. There's such a selection of your books. It's impossible to bring them, to carry them. They're so heavy, etc. And so again, to people out there, before I come to Nikki Allen, just to let you know that, if you have a particular book, then you will have possibly an opportunity for the speaker, and the people letting you know who they have books are letting you know now. Now, I know Nikki Allen's bringing books because I've got a big bloody box in my living room, Nikki Allen.
I didn't think Virgin would let me take about 6 suitcases of books. So yes, you have got them. I've got this one, Emmy, Myself and I, which is how I was spiritually awakened after a horrific road accident. And this one is The Rise and Fall of Britain's Best Psychic Medium. Oh, I don't know, the editor said that title, but it is ultimate proof of the afterlife. What I've also thought about doing is I'm bringing some soul journals, which help you to open up and recognize your soul. Also, I had a thought, well, it wasn't me, it was them. I'm also bringing, and my God, it's been a manic day of ordering today. I'm bringing selenite crystals and amethyst crystals to assist on you opening your energy. And of course, we could not go without having any moldavite. So I've got some moldavite for you, which helps you to connect with the interdimensions, aliens, extraterrestrials. So I thought that might help assist souls that are on the I was going to say earth plane. Well, it does assist souls on the earth plane, but it will assist them at the function or the conference for you to get more attuned. So I've got those just for you. I never normally have them, but I've ordered them today to help you to get more connected with what's going on in the whole conference. So I hope you enjoy that as well. Oh, and my QR tarot card. I forgot about those.
Excellent, excellent. Dan, anything that you're going to be bringing other than your brilliant self and the most incredible experiment we've never seen on the planet? Dan, sorry, darling.
Yeah. Sorry. No, not bringing any crystals or anything of that nature. I don't have any books. Just all my information is free. So just honored to be able to share this information that I've been incredibly honored to be able to receive, working with my dear friend Elena. And this is like a high point in my life, to be able to share this information with people of our planet from another world. It's incredible.
Yeah, so wonderful, so exciting. Just a quick couple of last things for everyone out there. You need to be getting your tickets now. We have no more rooms at the Hotel Conference Center, which is the Doubletree Hilton Hotel. But literally, there's a Holiday Inn, less than 2-minute walk. I stayed there last week, and I mean walk. In Britain, when we say walk, we mean walk. In Britain, when we say across the street, it's like you walk with your feet, same as in Ireland, across the street. In America, it could be a 10-mile drive. No, don't worry. The Holiday Inn across the street, the Renaissance Hotel. There's quite a few hotels right where the Doubletree Hilton, opposite Universal Orlando Park, theme park, is. So, but get on it now. We've got some rooms held. We've got some room blocks and discounts for you. The Renaissance Hotel, the Holiday Inn on Caravan Street. So just get on it. And we look forward to seeing you there. There will be armed security, security for us for all of our comfortability and relaxation. We are going to be hosting some really incredible technology never seen before. Most of you have never tried it out. Also happy to tell you that the wonderful Dan Winter, the great physicist, he will not be there in person, but his technology will be there. And there's going to be a Tesla coil bed crystals for you to try. There will be many other vendors there with beautiful different technologies, wellness blankets, other ways for us to really help the natural healing of our beautiful physical biomes. And there will be also other crystals there too. So much to say, so much to share. I just want to hand over to my beautiful friends here. If anybody else has anything else they wish to add, maybe about their experience last week, what else you can do if you're not going to the dinner and disco or Nikki Allen's event, that kind of thing. Please, the floor is yours.
Well, I just want to emphasize that, we really do need to come together and embrace the future vision that is dear to all of us. And this is what the conference does. It's like a jewel. It's like something that focuses our attention, and people who are there physically or people who are doing the live streaming, you're all gathering, pooling your energies to focus on that highest potential for us as a planet in terms of our galactic citizenship, star families, and so forth. And we need to do that, especially now, because you just have to look at the papers to realize that the dark forces are making their big push right now to bring about a third world war, to expand the wars. And they're getting people to go into that place of fear, restriction, limitation. So we have to aim high so that we can take the planet, the planetary consciousness, carry it forward. So, I think this event really is coming at an opportune time. Just as this planet really needs positive energy and large group of people coming together and embracing that vision for the future, we need that as a planet. So it really is important. If you can't be there physically, the live streaming is a great way of joining in and being part of that. So I'm honored to be part of that, and very pleased to be able to see all my friends again and meet new friends and embrace my star family there in Orlando on October 20 to 22nd. So thank you, Danny.
Dr. Michael Salla, you're a joy and honor, and I'm so delighted, and thank you for saying that. Now, as you can see, an alien being has dropped into the lower corner there. It's Brad Olsen, our intrepid explorer. Hello, Brad. Can you receive us in your craft there, sir? Brad, over to you. Unmute, you tall drink of water, or I'll keep on abusing you until you say hello. Okay, how you doing, Brad? You all right?
Yeah, I'm like 107. I just had to conclude this meeting quick because I'm just driving through San Francisco, but I thought it could be funny to show you, your listeners, what it looks like here. We got a lot of people that live on the streets, a lot more than when I used to live here. It is what it is. I have compassion. I feel for the homeless, but boy, it is nothing like I've seen before. And I'm kind of going through the heart of it right now, some of it on Mission Street. But hi, everybody. Didn't come on here to tell you that.
Hi, Brad.
Hi there, Brad. So we were just wrapping up our round table and everybody's had a chance to share what they're going to be sharing at the event. I did a little 1 minute on you being our intrepid Antarctic, etc. explorer, person of hidden mysteries. Would you like to give us a rundown of what you're going to be sharing for us?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. That opportunity is course I gave last year at GISIC. And while there's still a lot of intrigue on Antarctica, I'd like to show about a dozen maps that were produced during the Age of Discovery that show Antarctica as a landmass continent. It's quite fascinating when you look at the history of the map making, including what they thought was Antarctica, and sometimes very accurate portrayals, but some of them centuries before Antarctica was discovered. That's what's kind of fascinating about these old maps. The first landing in the modern age was 1821 by whalers and sealers who had read about the accounts in Captain Cook's diary of the Southern Ocean. Captain Cook himself, who died in Hawaii, was never discovered the continent. So what I'm doing is building a case for knowledge of antediluvian civilization, that is, high-tech civilizations that were on this planet many hundreds of years ago, or even thousands of years ago. And by doing so, I'll get into the polygonal architecture around the world, which is another global movement. So somebody had knowledge of the world being round and whole and having a southern continent, but they also built this magnificent megalithic and polygonal architecture just about every continent of the world. So continuing off of Antarctica, but also looking at structures around the world, including underwater. And to this is the most intriguing to me. How would it be possible to create underwater archaeology, unless of course it was built above ground, which when you account for megalithic structures, as well as quite a bit of very formulated city plan layouts, which I'll show in the presentation, it must have been done during the last ice age. It must have been a high civilization that was once on this planet. So I'm going to present the best evidence, 90-minute talk, and elaborate on what those details mean, including a full breakdown of the Piri-Reis map, which in the liner notes even says that it was drawn from source maps dating all the way back to the Library of Alexandria. So this is quite fascinating because it just says it right there that these are very old maps that the modern age, in the age of exploration, maps came from. So it's even written, but also written in stone, that there was once a very high-tech civilization that lived on this planet. Because some of that megalithic architecture, Danny, you can't even reproduce it with the most modern machines. And so these big skyscrapers that I'm going by right here in San Francisco, they're built of steel and new materials, but they won't last for a big earthquake or, say, a tidal wave, pole shift event like the megaliths will. That's why I'm so fascinated with these ancient sites, is because it's pretty much proof positive that we had been civilized by groups of high-tech people much longer ago than anyone acknowledges in academia.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why we
That's my talk.
Right, perfect. That's why we take authority into our own hands as a peoples, and we decide what we're bringing forward, and we let them all sit down in the corner along with NASA, and we move on, and we mow them down, and we keep bringing the truth as we know it to be true, and educate ourselves and the whole world why we're at it. And that's our duty. That's all of our missions. And I'm so proud of all of us. So we were just going around quickly saying tatty bye and anything else that we wanted to share. So again, I just turn the floor over to you, beloveds. Dr. Michael Salla has left. Bye, Michael. Love you. See you at the event. Anybody else would like to say something?
Yes, I have something to add. I have a new information about my birth in Earth. during my birth when I was young. And I discovered something very important information during my abduction too in France. Something very strange in the universe happened during this, and I found scientist information and astronomical information. So this is a huge and a new information about me, and a lot of things like UFO wave of 1919 in France with 400 testimony of witness of UFO, the big wave UFO in France at the same moment of my history with the Men in Black. So it's a very big information, and I'm very exciting to share with the public this amazing information too. So I was to add to you.
Oh, that's so great. And I remember last year, the absolute trauma that you and Melanie suffered trying to get from Canada into America because of the assholery and the Nazi regime that was in place. And this year, we don't have to bother with that nonsense. There's no COVID jabs. There's no forcing of this or that, or passports. All that patheticness has been put to the side, and we are free to roam. We are free to come. We are free to enter at our free will. So yeah, I just bless your hearts. You two were put through the ringer last year. It was a nightmare and a horror, and you still made it and you delivered. And this year we get to experience the beautiful Melanie Charret, your equal partner, in space escapades in real time. And it's going to be amazing. Going to be amazing. Anybody else would like to say something?
I will. So I have been public about my story for a very long time, and there's an ebb and flow of information of things, and over time there's always this wish that it would not be true, right? So some of the things, like, it's so fantastic. Some of the things that we're talking about are so hard, even when you're an experiencer, to say that, and always constantly be on a stage and have to explain it to people that never heard it before. But I want to say that I found so much validating evidence on my latest trip. I went to Seattle to get footage for you guys. I went to the place in Seattle, so it was more of a healing journey there than turned up evidence. I turned up a few nooks and crannies in Seattle a month ago, and then just last week I went to Inyokern. I wanted to go to those places that I could to get footage for this conference, because this is the big stage, and I turned up so much evidence that I've got a lot of wind in my sails now, because there's absolutely no doubt, there's absolutely no way that what I went through is anything other than it was exactly how I remembered it. And so when I went back and began researching, going, well, now that I have the building that I was in, there has to be a paper trail to it. And that trail is I've been feverish every day researching it. And all that I found exactly supports everything that we're talking about. It's like it's all happening within a week of the conference. Like I had a year to plan this. I had a year, and it's all out the door. And so I just want to say that everything that we're all on it. It's like as far apart as what we're talking about is, we're all on the same team, and it's the same bottom line that we're going to share with people. So I'm going to give a historical context of what the military's been doing for the last 40 years. Consciousness wise, and everybody else is kind of weird. So this conference and this subject matter is a big master course of what we are made of, and how really powerful it is. And I found validation of how extremely, like I said, the bullets and missiles are insignificant to what we can do with our minds, and they knew that, so they want to keep it from us. I'll go into that, but I just want to say that, and like I said, there's so much, I just want to burst. I'm going to burst at the seams. I can't wait to get up there. No. So thanks. See you guys next week.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Elena,
I'll just say, traveler, as I am right now at the moment, I went to Inyokern first, and I got Tony on the live video chat, and I could tell how moved and shaken he was when I was exploring around, showing him the sites, and he knew it quite well. So I'm convinced that Tony has a very emotional response to a lot of the material he's talking about. And I'm reading his book now, and it also portrays someone who went through a lot of trauma to get this story to you. And as I know Tony personally, I could tell you in our conversations, he's very moved by all this. And I'm glad you're piecing it all together, Tony, because it is one mosaic that's absolutely fascinating with a perspective off planet that very, very few humans will ever have. You know, I thought I was the exception going to Antarctica, but what Tony has to say about being at the Ceres colony is absolutely stunning, important material that everybody needs to take a part of and understand.
Brilliant.
Thank you for that, Brad.
Yeah. Elena.
Well, listening to everyone, I really realize that this is going to be like, if last year was fantastic, this year will be multiplied. It is going to be so important. It's going to be a shift. And it's a safe place. What I want to say also is that the JC is a safe place for everyone to be themselves and to share knowledge and to share what nobody dared to share before, you know, and being yourself, being ourselves, who we truly are. Well, that is a safe place for it. And that's going to be amazing.
Definitely. All right, my beautiful friends, anybody else finally before we bring this beautiful round table to a close? Don't all jump at once. Well, thank you all for sharing.
This time is the time to disclosure. The next year, just year we say the best is yet to come, and here I come. This time is a good moment to disclosure everything, because there is a lot of people in the world. Disclosure some good thing, some bad thing, you know what I mean? So it's time to clarify something very important, and open your heart, and don't forget the power of love is the most important energy in the universe. And I'm very happy and honored to be with you, my friend, again with this stage. And like say Elena, it will be amazing. I don't have the good word, but it's a more amazing. It was fantastic, but now it was explosive.
Absolutely.
I may add something is that everyone, all the speakers who are going to step on that stage have evidences. And that's something not everyone can claim. Physical evidences, facts, photos, researchers, ancient text, evidences that you cannot deny. Evidence is evidence. And in these, I want to remind what Dr. Salla just said earlier on. We are in the midst of the last battle for the liberation of humanity, and the dark ones are panicked. And what we can bring with our evidences is unifying people, because it's a war of information. You know, there is so many. When you cannot suppress evidences, you are going to try to drown them in tsunami of nonsense. Look for the people who have evidences. They'll be on that stage.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see everybody being a bridge to this new world that all of us in our heart we know can exist. And it's this will be my first conference that for doing a presentation, and I just so much looking forward to joining all of you. And my God, well, how incredible we can create a new world that we all know can exist.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Absolutely. All right, well, this was wonderful. And Dr. Michael Salla left. We also have Dr. Christian Northrup, Jerry Wills and Brad Olson did, I'll push your name out now, Brad, because I did write you down, so I didn't forget you. So these are the speakers. Again, we have the incredible vendors, and we're opening the doors on Thursday, the 19th, for you to do early registration, which saves you a lot of time on the Friday. I'm putting on breakfast for everybody all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You're welcome. Saves a lot of hassle trying to run out the hotel. Where do you eat? We've tried to take care of every single little detail. We'll be gifting you a beautiful notebook and pen and a water bottle. There'll be lots of water fountains everywhere, so you can fill up, sit down, relax, make your notes, drink your water, stay hydrated. Big space at the back of the ballroom. And for those of us who are very sensitive to energy, we'll be doing a little exercise when we do sit down for you to contain your own little unit yourself. And we are aware of how sensitive, how spiritual, how psychic many of you are. So we're taking everything into account. It will be the most beautiful, relaxing. The seats are comfy. I checked them out. And last year, nobody complained. And so we're all very good there too. I would say, though, bring a little jacket or a little cardi or a little shawl in with you, because we're going to have AC on, of course. And you know what it's like. It's a gigantic room and you don't want to be too hot, too cold. So bring clothes that you can take on and take off, but don't take them all off, please. Last year, we were all perfectly fine in what we all wore. What else can I tell you? Just lots of time to have breaks, lots of time to enjoy the vendors in the vendor hall. We're going to have Dan Willis technology there, as I said, and others, the wellness blanket, the Mars, copper rods, just so much there. If I've forgotten anything, guys, can you remind me? This is our last opportunity to tell our friends out there who are coming.
Danny, I think did you mention that we cannot buy tickets at the last moment at the door?
I didn't. That's great. Thank you, love. Yes, you cannot buy a ticket at the door. You cannot come and ask to come in. You will not be allowed in. It is not that kind of an event. This is a high-level event with an audience that is very much considered. Everybody has made their time, their journey, their effort to be there. If you can't physically be there, you can be on the live stream. Now, you don't get Elena, you don't get Nikki, and you don't get Dr. Salla, but you can get the recording of them after. $20 after the event, okay? We have to put certain protocols in place. We've done that, but we've done it with everybody in mind. So do not turn up at the event. Do not try and buy a ticket to come on the last day. The tickets will be shutting down because we have to make sure everybody has a matching name, email, and name tag. If it doesn't match up, you don't get to come in. So you've been sent 100 emails at this stage. The team are amazing. The team are 5-star at GISIC. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the team that take care of the speakers, that take care of you guys out there. Excuse me. So go to the website, galacticspiritualinformers.com. Get your ticket to live stream, get your ticket to be there in person, and we'll send you our love and we will see you soon.
See you soon.